My name is Emily Parker. I was 27, living in a small town in Ohio, with my dream job and the fiancé everyone envied, Jason. Handsome, charming, and successful, he seemed like the perfect man. Our wedding was set for October, and everyone said we were a power couple destined for greatness. I trusted Jason completely. He was always so attentive, texting me good morning and good night, and making me feel like the only woman in the world. I ignored the little things, like the extra phone he kept hidden, or the sudden late-night business meetings he couldn't explain. One day, my best friend Sarah came over unexpectedly. She looked uneasy and told me she'd seen Jason at a restaurant downtown, with another woman. My heart dropped. I brushed it off, telling myself Sarah was mistaken. Jason couldn't possibly cheat on me, but the seed of doubt was planted. Days later, I found the hidden phone. It was loaded with messages, sweet nothings, secret plans, and photos of Jason with a woman I didn't know. I felt numb. How could he lie to me like this? How long had this been going on? I didn't confront him right away. Instead, I started watching him, recording his patterns. I wanted proof, something undeniable. I followed him after work one evening and saw him enter a small apartment building. Through a window, I glimpsed the same woman from the messages. She smiled at him like she owned his soul. That night, I cried for hours. I felt betrayed, angry, and humiliated. But somewhere deep inside, a fire ignited. I refused to be the victim. I would make Jason pay for breaking my trust. The first step was to protect myself legally. I consulted a lawyer about prenuptial agreements and what I was entitled to if things went south. I also backed up all the proof I had secretly collected: texts, photos, videos. I told Sarah to stay close. She promised to help me every step of the way. I waited patiently for the right moment to strike. Meanwhile, Jason continued his lies, oblivious that I knew the truth. One evening, I invited all our friends and family over under the guise of a casual engagement party. Everyone was excited and happy, except me. I was focused on the plan that would change everything, because revenge isn't just about hurting someone, it's about reclaiming your power and dignity. And Jason was about to learn that lesson the hard way. The engagement party was buzzing with laughter and chatter. Everyone was celebrating what they thought was a beautiful union. Jason, dressed sharp and wearing that confident smile, was the center of attention. But behind my calm exterior, I was steady as a hawk. I had one goal: to expose Jason's lies and make sure he paid for every second of betrayal. Throughout the evening, I played the perfect fiancé. I laughed at his jokes, held his arm, and greeted our friends with warmth. But every so often, I'd slip away to check my phone. Sarah was on standby, ready to help with the final steps. Jason was oblivious to the storm gathering around him. As the party hit its peak, I requested everyone's attention. "I want to say a few words," I said, my voice steady but commanding. Glasses were raised, and all eyes turned to me. "I want to thank everyone for being here tonight," I started. "Jason and I have been through a lot, and before we take this next step in our lives, I think it's only fair that the truth comes out." A murmur rippled through the crowd. I pulled out my phone and connected it to the TV. Everyone gasped when Jason's secret messages and photos appeared on the screen, proof of his cheating with another woman. His face drained of color. "I deserve honesty, and so do you all," I said firmly. "Jason has been lying to me, and to all of you. I'm ending this engagement tonight." Jason stammered, trying to explain himself, but no one believed him. But I wasn't done. With Sarah's help, I had already informed the venue to cancel the wedding deposit. I also had the support of my lawyer to begin the process of legally protecting myself from his lies and financial manipulation. The guests started whispering. Some felt sorry for me, others were angry at Jason. I felt a strange mixture of relief and power. After the party ended, Jason tried to reach me, begging for forgiveness, promising he'd change. I didn't answer. Instead, I focused on my future, my career, my friends, and rebuilding my life stronger than ever. Jason's reputation took a hit in our town. The cheating scandal spread like wildfire, and he lost clients and friends. Meanwhile, I gained respect for standing up for myself. But this was just the beginning of my revenge. Jason had underestimated me, and that was his biggest mistake. After the engagement was called off, life felt both empty and full of possibilities. Jason's downfall was complete, but my revenge wasn't just about ruining him. It was about reclaiming myself. I dove headfirst into my career. The pain fueled my ambition. I took on new projects, met inspiring people, and even started my own small business. Friends and family rallied around me, reminding me I was never alone. Jason tried everything to come back: calls, texts, even showing up at my work. But I kept my distance. I had learned that real strength is in walking away, not chasing someone who never valued you. One day, I received an unexpected email. It was from a major investor interested in my business. They'd heard my story and were impressed by my resilience. This opportunity would change everything. As my life transformed, Jason's did the opposite. His cheating scandal destroyed his reputation, and he was left with nothing but regret. I heard rumors that he was forced to move away, leaving leaving behind the life he'd tried to build on lies. I didn't feel joy in his downfall. Instead, I felt peace. Revenge, I realized, isn't just about hurting the other person, it's about rising from the ashes stronger, wiser, and free. On a crisp fall evening, I stood on my balcony overlooking the city lights. The woman who had once been broken was gone. In her place stood someone unstoppable. Jason was a chapter 1 closed with fire, and now, my story was just beginning.